you want to marry me?
I want to know how Blair asked you to marry him. You can make him answer.
Yeah, why don't you tell
It
us?
wasn't a recovery wad, right?
Yeah, what's it?
Huh?
Was it a recovery wad?
No, recovery wad. It's actually a really good story. He did good on this one.
So Jen and I have been dating for about a year and a half, I think, somewhere in that range, and we were going to go on a Anywhere Fit trip to Croatia, and I decided that I wanted to propose to her at the beginning of this trip so that we could enjoy the engagement for the entire kind of 2 weeks after that. I really wanted her to see Paris because I'd lived there for 4 months during my my study abroad, and I really loved the city, and it's so beautiful, and I knew she would love it. And on, I think, our second to last night, or maybe our last night there, we had a really, really fancy meal on the, I forget what part of the city it was, but it was across from the Eiffel Tower. It was almost walking distance from the Eiffel Tower across the river. And we took, we hadn't been to the Eiffel Tower yet, and this was something that she really, really wanted to see. So I tried to time it up so that we could get there and sit down and watch the light show. Because if you've never been to the Eiffel Tower at night, there's a million lights on there that flash like on and off really bright, and it just looks super, super cool. And it's really shocking the first time you see it. So I was like, oh, this would be perfect if we could get there, at the right moment, and then I could propose to her while this crazy Eiffel Tower light show is going on. And it does it at the top of every hour. So we're walking back from this dinner, and I'm like, oh man, I don't know if we're gonna make it in time. we need to hop on the train to get like at least half the way there. And I still wasn't sure if we were gonna make it, and I had the ring in my pocket, and it turned out we got there in plenty of time. We sat down on the lawn, and a dude walks by with a €4 bottle of wine, and like these guys are just selling roses to everybody, right? They're just making money and selling things to tourists. It's like, definitely, give me the rose, give me the bottle of wine, just have a nice time. And we sat down, and literally probably like within 5 minutes of us getting the bottle of wine, the lights start going off. And it's just so pretty and so perfect, and she's transfixed, right? So I have time to like fumble around and position myself without her noticing.
No clue. Like the ring appeared out of nowhere. I had no idea where it came from.
Like a ninja. So I don't remember what I exactly said. Maybe you remember, but I asked her to marry me, and she didn't understand when I first said it.
What?
Like she was so surprised that she didn't say anything for probably like, I don't know, 2 seconds or 3 seconds.
Yeah, but then I said, are you serious? He's like, yes. And then I started crying, and
Right, like she was shocked and then in tears.